Hey everyone, I'm Lamont Gilchrist. www.L.G.Fitness-Messiah.com is my webpage. Lamont Gilchrist, lifetime natural pro bodybuilder on Facebook. Lamont Gilchrist on Instagram. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out some of my videos. Shout out to my high school and clients that I work with down here in Texas, getting scholarships. Some making great game. Animals down here, great talent. I'll be up in Omaha pretty soon, so my Omaha clients get ready. Crossley coming up, a lot of good things going on. When I get back from Omaha, I'm gonna go meet with Mark Ripta down here. He's one of the starting strength. Wrote a book, got a couple of great books out. Talk about overload and progressive overload training and stuff like that, compound movements. So great trainers go and feed from other great trainers and kind of look at each other. Which kind of brings me into what it is that I'm going to talk about a little bit for you other trainers and stuff like that. Being a trainer doesn't mean that you have to have an ego, that you know it all, or that you have the end all tell all programs. Most of trainers borrow from each other because we don't have the time or we don't have the ability, and we have specialties that we do. To draw from other training styles or training regimens that people got to help improve our craft or improve us as trainers. And if you're not able to see that, and if you're not able to do that, then you're going to have problems. Even Yeshua here in existence drew from the prophets of old, spoken parables of what people said, and learned from the things that's always been done. And in saying that, you clients, you get what you pay for. If you go to a jump around trainer who think you got all the answers and stuff like that, you don't do that to a doctor. You know what I'm saying? And this brings me to my point that I'm trying to make, and the problem that I have with the training industry and with magazines and with what I see people inside the gym doing things and stuff like that, is that everything isn't equal. Every doctor isn't created equal. When you go to a doctor, you say, "Oh, doctor, this is what I feel like this is going on," and everything else like that. If a doctor say, "Okay, take this," it may not solve the problem. You know what I'm saying? You may want to address it. You may want to know what the problem is. If he's just saying, take this, or do this, or this is part of the process or whatever and stuff and things like that, and the pain persists and you don't, and things go on, doesn't give you any clarity or any reassurance of what it is that you're doing. And I see trainers having people doing non-functional movements, bad biomechanics, jumping around 300-pound people trying to do burpees and stuff like that, which is cool if you can do it if you're an athlete. But everybody's body isn't created equal. And when I say this, I'm not trying to put people in a box or to limit people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be the world record holder in 100. Everybody cannot be an NFL or NBA player and all these other stuff. So there's a whole bunch of different processes that goes to reaching these physical attributes or these physical goals of being able to aspire to be in a top 5 percentile, whatever is going on in your respective profession. Once you start to get up in there, there's not the little leagues anymore. Everybody don't get a participation medal. Everybody don't get, and that's the same way with selecting your trainers or your doctors, or you as an athlete, or you as someone who's just trying to get into shape. Now, everyone can be the best that they can be, and that's always true, and in this training, people tend to go on and trainers tend to go on. People say, "Oh, I felt like I had a great workout. He kicked my butt and did this." What does that mean? That doesn't really mean anything. Did you improve your cardiovascular? Was your range of motion improved? Was your overload? Did you do explosive? Was you into muscle fibers? Were you in a B2 muscle fibers? Was your energy source? Did you tap into your energy source? Are you going to be tapping into your glucose? Are you going to be tapping into the fatty acids afterwards? Are you going to be increasing muscle size? If you don't have a strict, direct destination or wherever you're going, just the feeling, just like saying, oh, I feel hungry or I don't feel hungry, that really doesn't mean anything if you have a strategic plan or whatever it is that you're trying to do. And elite athletes know that. Great trainers know that. They measure the progress. They measure the linear progress of their athletes. They measure how their athletes is performing, from technique, from breathing, from mental focus, all that. I see, they're, sadly to say and saying this, but it's the truth. That's why everybody don't become Green Berets or make it to the NFL or whatever. I've seen people with great talent not make it because they don't have intestinal fortitude, because they go on their feelings, they get caught up in their emotions, they can't push their stuff, whatever it is that they do. I done seen great talent wasted like that. And then I've seen talent who has the heart of lions and will try anything and go hard and everything else, and they done tore themselves up. And even with that heart of a lion, they still won't even be even anywhere close, especially in the physical arena, to that person who had great talent with drugs and everything else like that. So it is not a fair world. Everybody isn't equal. Everybody wasn't born equal. Everybody don't have the same equal abilities. The Most High anoints you with your abilities. You can work hard at whatever it is that you enjoy. You can work hard at anything, and you can be the best that you can be, but you may not be in that top percentile or whatever it is that you're trying to do, if that's your goal. Now, if you're just trying to be the best you, then, the ceiling is as high as you want it to be or as low as you need it to be. When someone steps on the tack and they get their feet off and they can see instantly, oh, that's a tack and it hurts and everything else like that. So they can see and they can feel, that's their brain telling them, and then they can look and see, okay, this is why this hurt, because I stepped on the tack. Some people can step on the tack. I've seen people walk on nails, walk on glass, and keep it moving because that's part of their brain functioning, that they could program themselves to go past that pain threshold, or it doesn't irritate them because they don't see it as a danger. That's the primitive feeling of the dangers, the fight or flight, the neurotransmitters going up. The same way as, that trainer kicked my butt or whatever. Well, what was it that you did? There's 206 bones. Did you do some bone things? Did you do some muscle things? And there's more joints than bones. So was it the lubrication in the joints? Was it lack of mobility here that killed you? Was some micro tears in the ligaments? So there's so many different arenas that you cross over when people just say, oh, he kicked my butt, I felt good, or I got work because I was tired. Yeah, you might have got tired because you're out of shape, so it's nothing to get a person that's out of shape tired. You may not even be in shape and you're tired. You may not even be doing or performing or even to the level. A lot of people have to get in shape just to get in shape. On The Biggest Losers, them guys spend a year or so longer before they get in a halfway decent shape, before they start filming to show them to get in shape so that they can see that they can actually do it with doctors and medical teams all around them. So don't be buying into the illusion that you can feel your way through getting in shape, or that you can feel your way. You're saying, oh, did that feel good? How'd that feel? Whatever. Yeah. You ask a person how they feel in certain situations and things and stuff like that. But as a professional, while you're doing your evaluation and looking to see how they actually perform the movement and how efficient it was in your vision of what it is that they should be doing for their biomechanics and for their movement, and what muscle you're trying to work, what joints you're trying to work. Are you going to the rubber capacity, the fast twitch muscle fibers? Are you doing joint mobility? Are you doing mental strengthening, like pushing them, getting them over the mental threshold? Because a lot of times it's just not even about the body. Sometimes you got to strengthen the mind and encourage the mind so that they can push through those things. And some people still won't be able to do it just because they're not mentally strong enough to withstand those type of pressures or to push through those type of obstacles with their body, or to overcome those type of eating things, be it drugs and anything else. So you have to use a realistic approach to this fitness and to this overall health thing. You know what I'm saying? Being delusional and not being a realist about what it is that's actually going on, and not getting real understanding. It's just like saying, oh, I'm going to rub some dirt on my arm because it's hurting. Science is better than that. You know what I'm saying? This is a science thing. This is about, real enlightenment and about real understanding of what's going on to your body to try to make real progress and real gain. And if your trainer is not doing that, and if you're not doing that and taking that approach to it, then you are shorting yourself in your true progress, and you may stumble around in the darkness forever, going off of your feelings and going off your emotions, which are just, once again, chemical reactions, neurotransmitters, which still comes down to the science part of it, because it's neurotransmitters sending a signal to your brain. You're interpreting it as being violent or being fight or flight or being uncomfortable. Then your body releasing certain hormones to deal with that. You're fighting off. You're getting certain reactions. So it still comes down to it. In the end, the science aspect of what it is that you're doing or not, about your intestinal fortitude, to some capacity and to some degree. I don't mean to harp on people or try to tear people down or try to be negative in a situation, but I am a realist. You understand? You just can't say, oh, I'm gonna sit here and wait on, and think, these things are gonna happen. Oh, I feel good, and we are beyond, faith, blind faith or blind belief without having a true explanation or without putting forth the effort to cause or to put forth the work to cause our faith and our dreams and what it is that we say we truly want to be manifested in this here reality. It just don't happen by chance. You don't just take a house, put dynamite and put nails and hammers and everything in it and just blow it up. That's working out and just think it's going to blow up into the blueprint and it's going to be the perfect house that you want. You could blow it up 1,000 times. You're never going to blow it up to the perfect house that you envision or that you imagine. So just doing construction or just blowing things up endlessly over and over doesn't necessarily mean that you're building the house or building the foundation or the body that you want. My name is Lamont Gilchrist. I hope this helps so that you get a clear picture of what it is and how to be actively involved in your progress and knowing how to see and have some understanding without having to be a scientist, but have a clear path of where it is that you're trying to go. Hope this helps. Thanks.